Oh, no, I didn't even touch it this time. We're up and rolling with the regulars. Not charging it. Surprise, surprise, Hunter had it. Ha! Computer, Bradley one. I still know it's yes, scared of it. I went to the guy's like, is there any reason not to? He's like, looks pretty big. He said, feels it hard. You get a car out of here. It's this. He's like, he's like, help you through me. Look at that. So, someone really draw a place. But he just, I suppose when he's there, no one's going to happen. This Kyle Switzer. So tonight we are splitting the block 50-50 in the residential, right? Totally. Yeah, it's like no, I think half of the represented case. Okay. And so I guess you guys would want as many well, because down here we just give out the gift lot better to the people. So for us at the bar, it doesn't really do us any good to try to define or sustain. But if it's so that's kind of an option that you can decide that we can either do just usually we do the portions or do like four regular games and one like short games. But we could probably get six regular games in the season. You just give you a few more options to make some money or just more of a outrage less limited to base. Yeah. It's uncertain.
To make it fun, as like fun vibes, like
A lot of cussing. A lot of cussing. People harassing goodness.
much
Is it go? It's
inappropriate content. It's being right behind her.
just. Yeah. I do teach kindergarten on the side, so I can code switch pretty well to also not being inappropriate, but also we're mostly adults here. We can giggle a little bit. No, Yes, we can have a little naughty enjoyment already.
And we kind of have a little bit of headbutting at our board meeting about this.
Sure.
We had members like, this isn't the way to raise money. Like, you know what? This is the way to get us out there. There's people who are going to see this who have never heard of them.
Yeah, but it just takes
And if we
one
can
to
get
get
a little bit.
5 people. Yeah, if you can just have a little money, if they think to do another outreach thing later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
this is not going to give some kid a scholarship for the
No,
next 4 years or something.
No,
And I don't think that should be the point.
that's not the point.
I'll tell you, I probably do like try not to exaggerate, at least 20 different nonprofit events every
Yeah.
year. And it's so interesting to see the choices people make. And I'm like, sure event, I'll just MC it or auction it or do trivia for it or something. But I'm like, anybody ever ask? I do have some ideas. And
Yeah, well, I'm asking.
and I'm saying for something like this, given that we're probably not going to have a packed house, it should just be, I think, really relaxed and just fun.
Exactly.
And it should just be some outreach for folks that've never heard about it to get it. And if you have it, get a few bucks to print out a few more flyers for like a push this summer or a push near graduation time for the high schools and stuff. Great, right?
That's all we want.
All right, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We're doing bingo. Is it? Your standards and mine are very different, but that's okay. I can roll with it. Yeah, it's kind of fun. So tonight we're raising money for the Clark Fork Prep School. It's like a new alternative kind of charter high school here in Missoula.
Charter school?
I mean, I don't know. It's a student-centered, teacher-led, independent high school. I don't think so. I think it's more like the opposite of Willard. Because Willard's for a good like trouble causers, right? I think
What?
a good trouble causers, right? Oh, really?
Yeah, the alternative.
I guess back in my day, you went to Willard if you like were like having some real.
Yeah, terrible from that.
Oh yeah, I bet they would be. Yeah, and I'm not judging any of that. Don't get me wrong, but
Wish the creative schools in the
yeah. Where did you go? Helga's pretty awesome. Wait, Loyola or Willard?
They have a really nice school.
Yeah, they redid the whole dang thing there. I remember that. I went to Sentinel. Not going to complain about it, but also, yeah, it definitely was. But for us, it was like the alternative high school. It was a lot more like if you'd been expelled from the other three high schools, it was your like last option to stay in public school and that kind of stuff. I think they got some better understanding of like, oh, if this person's acting out, maybe they should be talked to instead of just shipped off to a different school. I mean, basic BS school always worked great for me, but I totally like it. See, thing. I'm gonna blame you. No, this guy pushed me. Came out of nowhere, pushed me. How dare you?
Not maybe later on in the evening, do it upside down.
Just to keep things moving and flowing.
Wait for that. Chamber. Three doors.
Well, I mean, there's really only two, and she's probably coming from there unless she parked in the alley. Nice. The other thing I noticed, I'm sure you've noticed the seat yourself sign flips upside down. Well, it was upside down when I walked in. It's so funny to my heart very first action. Which is it did not start involved in Senator didn't want there's empty it's okay. But we don't.
Yeah, it's very slow in here.
It's a Monday night. It's a side hustle. So tomorrow, are you working tomorrow night?
No, I don't work till Friday. So I won't be.
So my buddy Zach will be filling in the next two Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Barely. It's actually turning into more of a hot mess than I expected it to be, but it's gonna be fine, just fine. I know it's so funny when I'm like, ugh, Mexico. But I was just down there like in what November to get some dental work done.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, no, it's just there. We're just adding on one more friend and going back pretty much the same area.
Nice.
Oh no, it's gonna be great. And then I'm gonna go visit a friend in Guadalajara and get to run around with her. And she has a day off. And she was like, "We're doing this thing. It's $125." I was like, "Bet you're not paying that for anything in Mexico." She was like, "No, no." So it's like a sunset boat ride with open bar, and then you get to this like secluded little beach that's only accessible from land, and there's like this firelit like tiki torch dinner out on the beach, and then you wander through like there's 1,000 candles lining the way to this like performance outdoor amphitheater where they do like a Cirque du Soleil show. And I was like, I mean, I was planning on bringing some mushrooms, so I think we'll be just fine. All right, you let me know how it's feeling out there. Also, do you want me? Are you, how's it going, guys? Yes. Good. You know, what you can do is you can actually grab a seat and flag that gal down in the little overalls that's just going outside. She'll sell you. Yeah. So it's gonna be for cash is what we need. Is the only thing. Just a card. It's well, if you buy from me, it's $20 because there's a 17% charge. But no, so it's $3, but you get 1, 2, 3 cards to play for that same game. Well, yeah, and we'll get going here in just a bit. But she's kind of handling selling right now. Cool. If you keep it on the TVs, there's some other like basic stuff. We're probably just doing basic bingos. We ask you to play all 3 cards that come up at the same time. Half the money tonight's going to Clark Fork Prep, so gonna help support scholarships and stuff for new students at a new high school. So, yeah, let's say sit wherever you would like, and I'll send her over when she stumbles back in. Okay? Yeah, thank you. No problem, guys. Thank you. Oh, lonely days in that brown LA haze. Got to get back to my side. What? No. Listen, Jimmy would have supported me. Do you see all my tacky Hawaiian shirts? This is my most subtle dress shirt I have. And hey, Aaron, there's a couple guys came in there. Plus, they mentioned Montana. Remember that night in Montana when they said there's been no room for doubt? Good evening, everyone. Welcome down to Cranky Sam for a bonus bingo night. We're down here at Sport Clark Fork Prep. We'll be talking about them throughout the evening. That means of your $3 charge to get 3 whole cards to play here for bingo. Half of that will go to help support Clark Fork Prep as they open coming up here in fall of 2024. So the amazing Aaron will be coming around, be selling you all cards, but we're going to get going here with our first round in just a couple minutes. We'll have at least 5, if not 6 rounds tonight. So get on the trolley and play some bingo with us. I spent 4 lonely days in the brown LA haze. Got to get back to the side. Hope you understand. You just have no, it's this point. Take your red rock. Alrighty, folks, let's get this little party started down here. Just a reminder, we're only going to do a classic bingo round this time, and that's 5 in a row in any direction. And anyone that shouts out bingo early will be publicly ridiculed, or at least given my stink eye. Nobody needs that stink eye. If you'd like to join us, we'll give you 1 minute from right now to come on up and buy a card. That's 1 minute warning starting now for our first game of bingo down here for Clark Fork Prep. Oh, so like my obnoxious and amateur voice?
Yeah, love it.
Super honest, isn't it? I've actually spent most of my life trying to make it sound honest. Oh, me just having a great time promoting events. And you did get the note we're gonna split it 50-50?
Yep.
Okay, and I'd just say if it's on the line, we won't do 50 cents. We'll just give it to the donation instead of to the pot.
Okay, that sounds good.
I mean, somebody has to make that call, and I guess I'll just do it for.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
It's also don't think because it's a doll in this economy. Alrighty, folks, this gate is closed. Let me fiddle with my balls here for a second, make sure they're all mixed up right for you. And we'll get it going for you here. All right. Great way to start. It's not cancerous, it's B9. B9. That work right there. Oh, how long is this flag go? Oh, great stuff across.
Okay, good.
No, that's not how this goes. This is projecting through YouTube all the way down.
It doesn't even look clicks.
I did it a long time. For example, watch this. Again, last number was B9. Let's move on to I-24. I-24. So I just turned it black. Yeah, a 12-second delay sucks. So that means I'll just do this way earlier. Let's get a G up in there for you. That's a G53. G53. There we go. Should have already done this.
Where should I put the donation money? You give me like a jar or something, dude. Yeah.
And let's give you an 74. 74. Look for that classic bingo, 5 in a row in a column, row, or diagonal.
I think go quicker.
Huh?
It's going quicker.
I'm changing how I do things. And now, how about another I? I 22. I 22. I just have to put it in way early and then hang on to it so I remember the damn number.
That's smart. You're smart.
You know, it's not my first rodeo. Ain't my first goat roping. And finally, an N here for those of you that don't want to use the free space because you have class. How about an N37? N37. What's the total, Violet?
45.
It's still okay for $3. Let's give you another I here. I 25. I 25. We got our first round here for a winning of $45. Remember, it would have been more, but half of that's going to help support the awesome new school that's opening up soon, the Clark Fork Prep. Speaking of prep, prepare yourself for an O coming in here. See, this is where I should have waited longer. First thing, that's an 066. 066. And let's do another O for you. 064. 064. Going for that opening pot of $45, which means $45 going to support scholarships and such at the upcoming Clark Fork Prep. Let's do an I for you. How about I 28? I 28. And how about another G for you? G 54. G 54. It's working now. Thank you. This young generation's all me, I, especially for their I-17s. I-17. Look for that classic bingo, 5 in a row, column or diagonal. Whoop. Should still be highlighted on words. 061. No, that's a lie. I don't know. Let's do an 061 though. 061. You didn't. Sorry, there's something like a 20-second delay. So everything I do here, I have to like wait and hold and then say after, well, after it's done. 061, 060. I did this like an hour ago. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's like moving backward in time. Let's give me another I there. Check that second column over. I-29. I-29. Need to remember to hold the ball until I announce it and it goes and then it goes. I bought another computer and apparently it works great except it's slow. I'm just gonna have like 37 computers on my house trying to find the right one that actually works with all this crap. Yeah. And again, if you don't like using that free space because you can pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, let's go for an N36. N36. And let's do another N for you. N41. N41. We should be getting kind of close here. I got a G for you. I announced it way too early. That's a G60. G60. I know you don't care, but I need to say it out loud. So remember, I'm going to restart this all after this round. See if I can get it sped up. And how about an N up here? N40. N40. Next, we got lucky number B13, the T Swift number, I am told by people who know anything about T Swift. I'm sorry, I can't hear. If you don't scream it, I won't be able to acknowledge it, ma'am. I'm so sorry. All right, we got a bingo here, folks. Everybody hold your cards, hold your cards.
Michael, make fun of
All right, let's check this sheet. See, let me check up here and see how she did. Straight through the middle here with a B13, an I-29, a free space. She's going to need a scholarship when she goes to Clark Fork Prep. A G54 and a O74, my friends. That's a good bingo. Give her a hand, everybody. You can glare at her, but you still have to clap. That's the rules. But I fully support just the death stare as well. Yay. Congratulations. All right, folks, we're going to be coming back around to get you loaded up for this next game. Again, it's only $3. Prizes will go up the more people play, and that $3 buys you 3 different cards to play on. Pretty screaming deal. Also, half of your money tonight will be going to support a new independent high school here in Missoula called Clark Fork Prep.